How many of you want to know what are miracles? And how do you create miracles in your business and your life? And would you want the expert, the guru of miracles, share it with you? Here we have with us Miranda Hung. Miranda is the specialist in creating miracles for business people and entrepreneurs and many others who are seeking to shift their life into greater prosperity in business, in life, in education, in relationships, anything that you want to shine inside out. What is the work of Miracle Life?
I have presented and trained thousands of men and women for the last 20 years, through various forms of training. Miracle Life has been around for 9 years, and at the same time before that I have already started training, and Miracle Life is my life work. I call the Miracle Method in my seminars, personal development seminars, training courses and retreats.
Okay.
And
what are these miracle methods? It sounds really miraculous.
Yes. And then before I answer that question, what is a miracle method? Really, miracle method is about helping people to turn their dreams into reality. Those dreams that they thought were probably very difficult to achieve or even impossible to achieve, then they actually achieve it, and that's a miracle. So it's results they thought were difficult, never possible, and they achieve it financially, emotionally, and in their relationships. And if you're a business person, then you achieve your breakthroughs in your business in terms of being able to create a team, being an amazing, heart-based, powerful leader, and to be able to have your breakthroughs financially as well.
Okay.
And then with the miracle method, that's the question you were asking just now, and it contains 7 elements, right? And it can be easily explained with each letter in the word miracle.
Okay.
M-I-R-A-C-L-E.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Tell us more about that.
Okay, great. M stands for mindset. Now, Buckminster Fuller says that 99% of who we are is invisible and untouchable. So what are the invisible part? That I would believe that would be mindset, emotional states, and also our soul. So when I talk about being able to transform your mindset, I meant actually transforming your mind, your emotional states, and your soul.
Okay.
And empowering it up so that you're able to create the results that you like to create. And means identifying life mission, which means helping you to be able to identify the purpose that you feel passionate about.
Okay.
And then things you love to do.
All right.
Now, R means restore health. So when you are able to resolve those negative emotions, a lot of our negative emotions are also stored in our body. And when you're able to resolve those negative emotions, you potentially are able to heal your body symptoms too, and that happens a lot with a lot of our graduates. And once you're able to restore your health, then of course you learn whatever you need to learn to help you to become healthier and healthier. And naturally, when you have more energy and more health, you can create what you like to create, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
And then A stands for taking massive action. So that's what Marshall Tolbert says. He says that human are verbs, we are not noun. And there is no results, no dream that can be turned into reality if you don't move. And then what's important is to realize is that when you have powerful mindset to support you and you're doing what you really love and a purpose that you're passionate about, then the inspiration to take action comes a lot more naturally.
It's
right?
like a culmination that you're bringing it to.
It's a combination. And then the discipline to do something, stopping procrastination and making things happen, you have a more natural flow of discipline, right? Okay, so action is an important part in creating miracles. C is contribution. So in our business, we talk a lot about loving and adding value. That's part of our core values. I'm to love and add value. And that's what we believe to be the most abundant energy, right? And when I first started the business, I had no money and I didn't know how the business is going to turn out, the next month, the next 3 months. And I just keep on reminding myself what I've learned from many teachers, which is when I love and add value, I don't need to worry about money. That's what I kept on telling myself, right?
Yes.
And so that's contribution, and that, even though that can be part of the mindset, because under the mindset part we talk a lot about some core values, that can really help you to create the miracles. However, since contribution is such a big part, I take it out specifically to emphasize. That's right. Yeah. And then L is lifelong learning.
Okay.
Yeah. So the universe is this big. If it is this big, then planet Earth is a dot. And then a human is, you can't even probably see it. So the universe is huge, and there's a lot of things we don't know yet. There's a lot of wisdom and knowledge, and a lot of wisdom out there. So for me to expand my business, I know that there's still a lot of things out there that I can learn and use to help me to keep on expanding me and expanding the business and expand my participants.
And that's so important in business. It's like you keep learning and learning so you can keep expanding.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, and then we have E, the environment. So environment is stronger than will. We become our environment.
Yes.
So I would like to keep myself in a kind of network that inspires me, that charges me up, that electrifies me, and keeps me on the right track, you know, and that is able to charge me up in the 7 elements that I just talked about.
Yes.
Right.
It's something that is very natural.
Yeah.
Becomes natural for you when you are in that environment.
Exactly.
Yes, that's very empowering.
Because most people out there, they are more fear-based instead of being empowering. And so if you don't want to be a mediocre, it's important that you find those groups that helps you to be who you like to be.
That's right.
Otherwise, it can be very easy to drop into those habits or those energy you would not want to be in.
Very nice.
Okay.
Thank you so much for that. Through a certain technique, how do you get people to go into that?
Yep. We have processes, interventions that helps people to go into, to master the 7 elements in the miracle method.
Okay.
Yeah, and the results can be phenomenal. They are miraculous.
Well, we have been hearing a lot about that, and you know, when going to your website, we see a lot of testimonials.
Yeah.
And people have been like transformed, like from no money to a lot of money and no relationship to married happily ever after kind of a conversation.
Yeah,
so it's
that's
very
right.
empowering.
Yeah. And from my various teachers of mine, when I started my business, I had no money. Yeah, and I had no clue how is the market going to respond to my training. I had no clue what's going to happen. And there's quite a period of time in the beginning of the training that I don't know what's going to happen to the company in another 1 month's time or 3 months' time, you know. And all I just keep on telling myself as I learn from the different teachers is, so long I focus on loving, adding value, I don't need to worry about money, you know. And so the universe is big, there's a lot of wisdoms out there, and I will enjoy keep on learning for the rest of my life. Yeah. And I can't even imagine me stopping learning. I feel that wouldn't be a life I would feel passionate about.
And that's very important for business people too, because that's the ultimate. Because when we stop learning, we stop growing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and exactly, you know, businesses, although I'm doing what I'm passionate about, however, for example, if my strategy is not working, I'm not getting the result, then I will lose inspiration. Or motivation or energy, right?
Yeah.
So as I lose inspiration, I may not take as much action, then the result drops even more, then I lose even more inspiration and energy.
And it goes down.
And it goes down a spiral, right? And so mindset is important. However, being able to take action with the right strategies and tools are also very important. We talk about that.
Yeah.
And then when I keep on learning, I will keep on having new ways to help me to expand the business. There's no way that I know everything, right? Yeah. And of course, the learning is also, I will need to upgrade myself in all the elements in the miracle method myself all the time. So it's not, I'm not talking about just tools. Yeah, it's just like all the 7 elements. I keep on upgrading myself.
You keep on taking next level.
Yeah.
Growth. Very
Yeah,
nice.
exactly. And then Happy Singapore National Day. I feel really privileged and honored to be part of the Shining Red Dot campaign, and I was just being interviewed by Aziza to be on the Shining Red Dot online show, and we've done that today on a national day, and I feel really privileged to be able to do that. And the reason why I'm part of this campaign is because to serve the purpose of this campaign. The purpose of this campaign is to be able to help business leaders in Singapore to be able to go global. And I'm excited, and I would like to be part of the force that helps the business leaders in Singapore to be able to do that. Yeah. And now the book is going to be launched on the 30th of August. So I'm inviting all of you to join the launch, and it'll be beautiful to have you there. And I just feel very privileged and really blessed to be an entrepreneur in Singapore. Singapore is a great country for entrepreneurs, and I guess being part of the Shining Red Dot campaign is one way that I give back to Singapore as well.